Hello, and welcome to the 149th episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto, and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. So today we're doing this without glasses because I put them somewhere and I can't find them. I misplaced them in probably the last 20 minutes, and I just said, forget it, let's just get this done. So today I have 2 works in progress, 1 new recast on. Yes, I would consider it a recast on. And I've got some stash enhancement. So let's get started. So for my, let's go with, hold on, which project is this? Okay, so let's go on with my works in progress. Got nothing finished, but that's okay. Did I remember to, ooh, no, I forgot to put on a sock blocker. Sorry, don't mind me. That laugh sounded ridiculous, but it's because I just finished this one sock yesterday. So that already tells you what it is. This is the Ladies of Belle socks by Alex Anders. And the yarn that I'm using is Cozy Posy in her fancy base in the colorway Tangerine-rama, I believe. So here is the first sock. All done. It looks really nice. There's still, more sag in the back, but it's not as bad on the foot. So what I did as my adjustment actually makes sense. I'm going to try to remember to put it on my Ravelry page for it. But here it is so far. Last time you had seen, I was, just finished the heel and maybe I did a little bit past it. But until yesterday, my stitch marker was still up here, my progress keeper. I hadn't moved it. So I moved it to approximately where it was. Finished the foot. And then today, well, last night I actually cast it on the second sock and I did a little bit. Not much. Today was a very big rush day, so I didn't get as much time for my usual Sunday activities of going to sitting at Starbucks with my drink and all that kind of stuff. I didn't do that as much today because I'll explain it later. It's just been a very, very long day. So this is how far I've gotten into the second sock. I'm going to try my best to get everything done. I'm giving myself a week to finish the second sock just because I have a lot of socks coming up that need to be done and I need to make sure that I am kept up to date on the projects that I am working on. So let's move this out of the way. Next, my next project is one of my favorites. It is my Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavallee. Hold on. I actually did try it on, but the pictures, this sweater looks good. The way I look in the pictures does not, so I'm not putting it. I'm that vain, okay? I really am. So here it is. It's coming along nicely. Let's see, where was I last time you had seen it? Yeah, I basically just finished off half a repeat. And then I'm changing the bottom of it because she has, I think, an I-cord bind off. And I decided I'm going to be doing a little bit of ribbing. It will be a very short rib, maybe, I already finished 1 row. I'd probably do it another 3 or 4. Keep it very short. And then afterwards, finish the sleeve, finish the collar, and it will be done. So I've seen it on other people's project pages and I liked how it looks. So that's what I'm going to be doing. The yarn that I'm using for this one is the Knitting Loft in their Boots base and in their Dust base in the colorway Paris Blue. Paris Blue or Parisian Blue? I think it's Paris Blue. I'm almost certain it's Paris Blue. So it's coming along nicely. And honestly, I finally learned how to use these properly to get them on and off the needles. So good. So good. I was so happy with it. So this is coming along nicely. Hopefully I will get it done soon. I think I've given myself maybe about halfway through June to get everything done on it. I think by then I should be able to get everything finished. Next. So this is my new recast on. So last week I had started the Harlow hat by Andrea Mowry and I was struggling with it. Oh, this is not the right project. One moment, please. I have to go get the right thing. Okay, so my recast on is the Harlow hat by Harlow hat by Andrea Mowry. So I've made decent progress on this. I'm satisfied with it. I did a new cast on. I did what Esther suggested, and I just I just followed the instructions by Andrea Mowry, and it worked out so much better by going through her videos, because I've never done this type of cast on before, and I can't even remember what it's called, but it turned out very well. I only made one mistake now that I realize. I was supposed to start out with a needle smaller than this, and I didn't. So I think it will be fine for his head, for who I'm making it for. I think it will be fine. So it's coming along nicely. There it is on the other side and that side. So this is actually a pretty good, I guess, mindless knitting, like when you're waiting for phone calls to come in for my job. This is okay to carry around with me. So I'm happy with the way that it's turning out. I think it's pretty good. The colors look good. I only made one mistake, but it's starting to become less noticeable, because I don't even know what I did. Like, you can actually kind of see it there. Yeah, like, I don't know what I did. Like, I ended the black, and then I kind of, I don't know. I'm not complaining about it. It works. So the yarn that I'm using, I can only tell you what one of them is, which is the Mondim Retrosaria in this black colorway, which is number 119. I can't tell you what the red is because I had it from a different project. I basically detached it, and I didn't have the labels with it either. And I'm just working from it. But it's coming along nicely. So that's everything for all of my works in progress and my new cast-ons. I can start showing you my, don't fall, do not fall. I can start showing you my stash enhancements, all inside here. I don't feel too bad because these are all planned, and they have specific projects that should be starting within the next month or so to get them done. So first things, put that over here first. I got the yarn that I needed for my next sweater, because remember I said I'm changing it up. I'm going to be doing the Lawrence sweater by Lily Kate France. And so I picked out my yarn for it. I'm still in the middle of doing my swatch. Where did I have that? Hold on. I wanted to show off my swatch just for the fun of it. So here is my swatch that I'm still working on. And here it is. Will you just lay out properly? So here it is. It curls up at the bottom because I should have done a garter stitch bottom, but I did not. The fact that I actually made it this far, I'm quite proud of myself because, you know me, I don't like the swatch. Not at all. But I really, really like this sweater, and I think it's because this sweater has negative ease is why I'm a bit concerned about the sizing, because I don't want it to be too small. So here it is so far. So the holes show what size needle I was using. So the bottom here says is a size 8, which is the recommended needle size, but I wasn't getting gauge with it. So just in case, I decided to try a 7 and a 6, and I'm currently on a 5. So I'm going to finish the 5, and then I'm going to wash and block, and then decide what I'm going to do. I'd rather have it a little bit bigger than having it being way too tight. And that's the honest truth for it. So lucky for me, this one skein that I bought was the same color I was intending to use to make this sweater anyways. So I only had to buy, based on my sizing, 5 skeins of it. 5 more skeins because I already had the one from before. So this is it. The color is beautiful. I love it. It is Confiture de Rose. There we go. It's a Gilly. Hold on. So inside of here, it's Gilead de Rurum in their worsted base, in the colorway Confiture de Rose. Yeah. So I got 5 skeins of these. That was today's purchase. I got my swatch that I'm still working my way through. Go in. Didn't I tell you? And then my other purchase was for summer sock camp. I don't remember if I had done one since I started making my plans for summer sock camp. I don't think I did. Hold on. I'm saying went to sleep, so let me wake it back up. Okay. So I watched the Crazy Sock Lady's video for summer sock camp. She's actually starting it a little bit early. You know what? I think I did mention this on my last episode a couple weeks ago. So one of the socks that I had already planned to do, actually there might be another one that I need to do, another sock set. Okay, but anyways, I'm doing the April Shower socks by Twin Stitches Designs. But instead of going with the kit from Moonglow, because as much as I'd like to do that kit from Moonglow, I do not have that money to get that over here. It costs way too much to get it to Canada. So I decided I was going to create my own. And I did it with the Knitting Loft's Boots yarn. So I picked my own colors, which I think would go well. Did I pull them all out? Yep. So let's see if I can sort these back in the right order. You were there, you were there, and I think you were like that. Okay. Okay, so my main color that I'm going to use is this gray color. It's called Tilly. I really like this shade of gray. I think the first time I saw something similar to this, like this color gray, it was from Tanis Ravelry in her colorway. It's called Chris. That I remember. If she dyed it, she dyed it and named it after her husband, and I love that shade of gray. This is close to it, but not quite. But this one also has little pops and speckles of color like this, which I think would actually be kind of fun, right? It says very April to me with the amount of colors that are in it. You can actually get to see more of them here. See? If I do that with that. Okay, and the colors that I'm doing with them for April Showers. Okay, you don't fall. You stay here. Good. Are these ones here. That's the order that they are going in. So let's see if I can tell you all of them in order. This one is Midnight Blue. This one is Paris Blue. You should be very familiar with this color. This one is Egyptian Blue. I just realized I didn't need to buy the Paris Blue. I could have just used my leftovers. Oh well. This one here is Dark Cloud. And this last one is Beach Vibes. So those will be my colors for my sweater. I've gone through some knitting sweaters for my socks. So this is everything together for my first pair of socks for summer sock camp. I'm excited to work on these. We'll put those there. So that takes care of all of the yarn that I purchased for this. But I also remembered while I was talking about this, I forgot to take out one of my sock sets that I had planned to work on. Mind you, I didn't come up with a pattern for it, but I'm sure I can come up with something. But I did take out, don't fall. I did take out some of my, the beginnings of everything I wanted to do for summer sock camp. It's quite a bit of it. I don't think I got everything out, but I got out a good chunk of what I wanted. So I'm finally gonna make the flip side socks. So I got them before. This one's from Area 51, and this colorway is called, I think it's, yeah, Saved by the Belle. And then I asked her to do this custom one, and it's the blue that's in here is what she did for the full skein for that. And this was wound during my drama with the ball winder that I had purchased that was absolutely no good, and I had to redo it on my own old ball winder. So that is going to definitely be one of the socks that I do. But then, yeah, that was from before. No, that's not what I wanted. There's another idea for a flip side that I wanted to try out. So if I get the opportunity, I'm going to do this combination. This one is Mermaid Frap, and then the custom colorway that I asked her to dye for it. It's basically just one of the greens from this one in a full skein. And then the ones that don't have matching ones are these. Actually, let's go through these ones first. So right here, this one is Summer Splash. Apparently there's a lot of socks that I need to knit for this thing. This one is Chewbacca Frap. And then the last one I'm planning on doing is Phoebe. They're all on her sturdy alien base. And then the last self-striping one that I have inside here that I like to do. This one is from Mud Punch Yarn. The colorway is called Heavenly Creamsicle. I'm pretty certain there was something I was planning on pairing with this, but I don't remember what it was. So I haven't fully decided what I'm doing with this one. I don't think I was going to leave it like this, but we will see. So this is the next one. So those are all the the different socks that I plan to knit. And this doesn't even include all of them that I was having in my mind, but we will work a part of this and see what comes up, and we'll go with that. It's the safest approach because there's too much going on in my head. So that takes care of summer sock camp. And then there's also, that's going from May 28th until August 31st. And then there is also Shark Week socks. That's with Nitty Natty. I haven't decided what socks I'm going to do for those, but I probably will just turn it into a vanilla. That will probably be it. And I may just use one of my self-striping ones to count for that. But I'm also still have to do my June socks. I think I have the yarn inside here. It's like a reddish color. Colorway, I don't remember. Pattern design, I think there was one by the Crazy Sock Lady that I had wanted to do. So I will be prepared for that. That's not a worry. All right, so that takes care of all of my knitting related things. So let me tell you about how my day went today, because I actually also stopped and did some shopping as well. So as per usual for most of my Sundays, I actually slept in a little bit longer than expected. Well, not slept longer, because I woke up at 7:30, even though my alarm clock was up for 8:30. But I didn't really leave my house until maybe closer to 10 o'clock. I went to Starbucks to sit down and enjoy my usual, breakfast. And then I was going to jump on the bus, go to the knitting loft, which I did. That part was no problem. That worked great. I bought my stuff. And then afterwards, I went to, I got on the bus to go to Wilson Station, because when you go to, after you go to Wilson Station, you can get to Yorkdale Mall, because I had to buy, some more work clothes. Don't really have that many of them. I got on the bus, and it's only really like 2 stops until the subway station, only to find out that they've blocked off access to the subway station. I'm like, okay, what's going on? There are police officers, there's TTC people out on the street trying to tell people, direct people where to go. Apparently there was a bomb scare in Wilson Station, which reminds me, I need to look up and see what actually started to happen after that. So the bus drivers are like, yeah, so if you need to get to, she's like, I'm going past here and I'm heading towards York Mills. I said, yeah, but I need to get to the subway. Could you tell me how I could get there? He's like, oh, well, you got to find your way down to Yorkdale or get to Lawrence to get there. I'm like, but I need to get to Yorkdale and it's only one stop. So I guess it happened early enough that nobody really had a clear answer as to what to do. So I had to basically walk. It was overcast. It was kind of wet. I was tired. And the places where you would walk to get there, there's not necessarily a guarantee that there's a sidewalk. And there's a lot of traffic because everybody was rediverting. But I walked all the way to Yorkdale Mall. Went into Yorkdale Mall, made a beeline for the washroom because I had to go. I went to Old Navy, picked up the pants that I wanted to get. Couldn't find any work shirts because everything there was a t-shirt or a sweatshirt. Or they were like crop tops. I'm like, none of those are work appropriate. But I was able to pick up some pants. I gotta see if I can find something to wear on the upper half of my body. I don't even know anymore. So I got those. And then I decided, you know what? There is a Lego store in this mall. And I do love Lego. I've loved Lego for as long as I can remember. Never really got the opportunity to play with it as much as I liked. Last Christmas, I got myself an advent set at a Lego Harry Potter advent set, and I had fun putting it together every day. So I decided, well, since I'm there, let me go look in and see what they are. Keep in mind, I've also been watching YouTube videos about Lego. No reason, just because I wanted to. So I went to the Lego store, and inside there, because I found out that they were doing these minifigures for the Muppets. And luckily, one of the YouTubers that I watch told you how to figure out which Muppet is in each one based on what you feel inside there. So I'm convinced that this one should have Animal, because he is one of my favorite characters from the Muppets. And I guess I might as well try now to see if it's the case. Do I need scissors for this? And I'm not trying to save the packaging or anything like that, but if I do, oh no, that just took off the handle. I'm not trying to take off the handle, I'm trying to open up the package. Come on. Oh, there we go. I think. Really? That didn't... Look, it peeled off this thing, but the bag is still sealed. Come on. Why must there be such good craftsmanship in this thing? I just want to open it up to see if I'm right. All right, let's see. Nope, I was wrong. I got Miss Piggy. I tried, but that's okay. I thought I felt something round in here, though. I thought I felt something round like his drum. Oh, well. Not gonna complain. That's her stand. I might as well just build it all together because it's not much to this anyways. And then her little book about moi. And then a platform for her to stand on. There we go. I now own a Miss Piggy minifigure. And the other thing that I purchased while I was there is this, which is Harry Potter and this is a Transfiguration of Potion. I'm trying to remember which set this is. I didn't know I had the option to do that. Sorry, I just learned something new for this. This is the Hogwarts Polyjuice Potions Mistake. So this is based on book 2 from the series. So I'm going to have fun putting this together. But I just noticed on the back, which I didn't know before. Let's see. If you have, because if anybody's read the book, spoiler for a book that's like ages old. Apparently, because Harry turns into Gregory Goyle. Ron turns into Vincent Crabbe, and Hermione turns into a cat. I didn't realize that if you have the minifigures in the set, you could turn them into their alternative characters, which I'm looking forward to doing. I just bought myself a little set just because I really like it. Because if it was up to me, I'd have the full-fledged Hogwarts. I don't have that full-fledged Hogwarts money, so let me just buy a little something to make myself happy. So that was me with my shopping for today. So after this, I said, okay, well, I can't go back up to the way that I usually go back home because the subway station is closed. So I'll go to the one stop south, which would be Lawrence Station. I'll wait for the bus, get on that, and then afterwards make a bit of a bigger detour and still get home. So the bus, when I made it to the stop, it says the bus comes in 9 minutes. I'm like, okay, great. So I open up my phone. I'm playing Pokemon Go. We're all good. Bus comes maybe about 20 minutes later. Like the first one that came by said it was out of service. It turned into a 52G and then almost immediately drove off. I think maybe one person might have been able to get on that bus. The next one that came was already jam-packed full of people. I'm like, oh, great. But then luckily for me, another one came right behind it and I just basically jumped on it and got to go. And then I got to, so that made it take even longer. But eventually, so to make myself feel better, because everything apparently about today was, after a while of waiting, it's like everything was just to make myself feel better. Because usually when I go to the mall and do all of that kind of stuff, I'd be home by 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. It's after 4. And I got home maybe about 3:45. I stopped. The gas station where I have to switch bus, they had a Slurpee station. I bought myself a Slurpee, my first one for the year. It's done. I only got a small. But the thing is, with the way that you have to do it to get home, and despite the fact we're allowed to not wear a mask, no, I think we still are supposed to, but not everybody follows the rules of wearing a mask while you're on the bus. So before I get on the bus, I'm sitting down there happily, drinking my drink, getting on the bus. I'm like, okay, a lot more people come on. So you're sitting down there and you're holding it. And by my house, there is so much construction. By the time I actually made it home to be able to have more, it's half melted. It's just so like, today's not fun. Today's just not fun. So I made it home. Nothing was going to stop me from recording today. I don't care because it's been 2 weeks. And it's not that I don't want to, and I don't have progress to show off, but today just felt so much longer than it needed to be. And then I couldn't find my glasses. Don't care. So that's everything that happened to me today. Now, last week, so let's go back last week as to why I couldn't record last week. It ended up being a timing issue. You might have seen my message that I put up on YouTube as to the reason why I didn't have a video out. But it was decided from the week before, no, it was decided from weeks and weeks ago, that my stepmother and I and my younger siblings, we were going to go see Doctor Strange. Yeah, when we saw Spider-Man No Way Home, we had determined that, because they had the a trailer for Doctor Strange, and we decided we are going to see Doctor Strange together. So this was already determined from like December. This was going to happen. It's just a matter as to when. So we were able to get the tickets, and we were supposed to go last weekend. So we did go last weekend. That part was fine. We ended up taking my friend's son with us because he was coming over to hang out for the weekend. He always comes over and hangs out for the weekend and that kind of stuff. Or my brothers or my siblings go over to his house to hang out. So he was over, and we went to go see the movie. My youngest brother decided, I'm too tired. I'm not going to go. Okay. I missed him. I wish he would have gone. He would have gone, but he was tired. All right, fine. He's like, don't worry about it. I'll give you back the money. I was not going to be asking this kid for money. But what I did do is when he went in to go get the food, I basically went up and I said, how do you go about getting a refund for a ticket that you already purchased online? So the manager there was great, set up the refund. She's like, which ticket did you want? I'm like, okay, I wanted this one because I'm keeping all of the rest of them. Make sure you don't take off the child one because my sister still technically falls under the child category. So it wasn't a full adult price for her. And then for my ticket, I used my scene points. So they took off one of the adult ones, sent back the refund, went inside there, only to find out my stepmother and the kids the kids includes like my younger siblings that came plus my friend's son. They sat in the completely wrong place because I didn't realize it was assigned seating. But the theater was empty enough that it didn't make a difference. Nobody came to claim those seats anyway. So we all sat together. We enjoyed the heck out of the movie. We were supposed to go and take my friend's son back to their house because he wasn't supposed to be staying over for the night. My friend's son is like, oh, whoops, I kind of forgot my stuff at your house. My stepmother's like, yeah, so we're picking it up. You're going to grab your stuff and you're going to get back in the car. We're taking you still back home. So we did that. We ended up getting back home maybe after like 12 or something like that. And the next day, we were going to have a kind of like a family dinner sesh. No, there was no barbecuing involved this time. Usually whenever we had something at my dad's house and the weather's nice enough, there always ends up being a barbecue. But we ended up not doing that. So my brother, my sister-in-law, and my niece came over. We got to hang out. My niece went through 3 outfit changes for the day. One of my pastors came, and he hung out with us as well. It was like a nice hangout, just sitting down there and relaxing and eating food and all that kind of stuff. And then I didn't have to pay for bus fare to get home because my brother dropped me off. It was nice. I didn't get back home until 5. No, sorry, I remember going with 5. I didn't get back home until like 10 o'clock at night. Originally what I had planned to do was, get up like around 8, make sure I'm presentable, and then I was going to record my YouTube video with whatever I had on hand, only to realize, I'm like, what in the world am I going to be putting this thing on? Because I didn't bring my stand, because this is attached to a whole setup that's on a stool in my room. So I said, okay, I got to find something else. You know what? No, I don't. Forgot it. We're just not going to, just not going to happen. So I ended up not recording anything, and the day just went by as the day went by. So that was pretty much it. Yeah. So in the past, so work-wise, I've been into the office now twice. I was in a week before last. We went in. That was the first time that we had all gone in as a group. It was nice. And then I went again on Friday that just passed because I wanted to see how long it would take me after work to get to Hamilton. Got that figured out. And then I'm going again on Tuesday because it's like, you know what, let's all go in. So it's just like, 3 times in a week. I don't know if I have enough work shirts, but I'm going in on Tuesday. I decided, well, now y'all don't need to know about that. So that was pretty much everything. I am kind of tired. I don't think I'm going to knit today. I'm kind of sleepy, but I'm going to get all my stuff together, clear out my area, usually tomorrow or Tuesday. That's when I'll edit, but I'm not going to do it any earlier than that. So that's going to be everything for today. Thank you for spending your crafting time with me, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.